people, welcome to my YouTube channel once again. My name is Farida and I'm so glad that you decided to come back for this video. Thank you so much. So if this is the first time on my channel, please subscribe to my channel, because on this channel I discuss a lot of things about mental health. We go deep into the stuff that affects your mental health, and subsequently we'll be talking about the things that you can do to boost your mental health, things that you can do to give you an optimal mental health. So stick with me and let us go on this journey together. Now, on this video, I'll be talking about the psychological factors that affect your mental health. In my previous video, I discussed about the physical things, the physical factors that do affect your mental health. So now I'm talking about the psychological. So the psychological part is a part that is not physical, is a part that people might not even know about. It is what goes on inside of you. It is what goes on in your mind, it goes on in your head and everything. And subsequently, we'll be talking about how you can tweak your own mind, to control your own mind, to give yourself a very excellent mental health, because you really need your mental health. So first of all, I'll be talking about the most prominent factors that affect your mental health. Maybe subsequently we might talk about the less common things that affect your mental health psychologically, but today I'll be talking about the most prominent one. So stick with me to the end of the video. So let's get started. The first thing I'll be talking about is grief. So grief is the sense of loss. Now a lot of people express grief differently. It could be the loss of a loved one, it could be the loss of anything. It could even be the loss of a job, a loss, just a sense of loss, and people react to it differently. And this differences in the way people react to grief is what makes it so big a topic, that it is what works for one person might not really work for the other person. So a lot of people just feel this sense of loss inside. It comes with a sense of loneliness. When you lose a loved one, it comes with a sense of loneliness, comes with a sense of emptiness. But the loss of something like a job could come with a feeling of worthlessness or all those kind of things. So since you know that grief, this is what grief is, working towards getting over grief is the best thing, because a lot of people do not get over grief on time, especially when it comes to the loss of other people, to the loss of their loved ones, like their parents, their spouses, and their friends, all those kind of things. A lot of people still remain hurt for years. They still carry the emptiness inside for years, and that is a very bad thing. It can cause a lot of things. It could make you depressed. It could make you get depressed. You're so empty. You don't feel like, those kind of things. People who experience those kind of things, they just go through life like a zombie. Like, they just go through life like that. So please, if you have lost somebody and you still feel empty from it, please try as much as possible to get over it, because you are missing out on your life here. You are affecting your mental health, you are affecting your life, you are affecting every single thing that makes you you, because you're no longer yourself. So please work on your grief, get over it, get over the feeling of emptiness, so that you can be the best, so that you can be as productive as you should be, as smart as you should be, and as sharp as you should be. It is very, very important. Now another thing I'll be talking about is neglect. So neglect is the feeling that you're not being paid attention to, that people don't care about you, or all those kind of things. Those feelings are more common than we think. They are so common in a society. A lot of people don't like to admit it. A lot of people don't talk about it. A lot of people do not even admit it at all. So neglect is the feeling like people do not pay attention to you, people ignore you, people don't care about what you're feeling or anything. If you're feeling this way, I would say that the remedy is that you should try as much as possible to communicate with people. Let them know how you feel. Let them know that you are not happy the way things are. Let them know that you feel neglected. That is the only way that you can get over that. But if if you can't talk to them, if you can't talk about it, then I suggest that you just ignore that fact and leave the people you think ignore you and don't pay attention to you and don't care about you. Move to people who do. Move to the people who care about you. Move to the people who do pay attention to you. Then in that case, when you do that, you feel much better about yourself. You feel like be among people who actually appreciate you. So that way, you'll feel good about yourself. You feel much better and you won't feel neglected. And before I go, I would like to say that if you are in a position of not neglecting others, please do not neglect people. Please do not, because neglect makes people feel like they're not good enough. You're neglecting them because you feel they're not good enough, they're not worth your time. Please let us reach out to people and make sure that they do not feel that way. So another thing is that your ability to relate with others, that really does affect your mental health. You see, in life, if you can relate very well with people, you get to communicate your feelings. You get to tell them, this is what I like, this is what I do not like. Then they get to work on it. But a lot of times people do not communicate. A lot of people don't have the ability to communicate with people. They just rather keep quiet and keep it all to themselves. That is very detrimental to your mental health, because you just keep taking in all the trash, taking in all the toxins, and you don't tell them that you don't like it. Cut it out. Let them know. Communicate. Do not keep your mental health at risk. Okay? Keep your mental health as a priority. Do not let anything get in the way of you having the best, optimal mental health. Another thing is self-esteem. Like, self-esteem is a feeling of being happy with your own abilities and your own character. A lot of people have a very low self-esteem, not because a lot of things could actually bring people to feel like they are not good enough, or to make them unhappy about their character and how they are. But if you are not happy about your character, if you're not happy about the way you are, change the things you can change about yourself to make you happy. Change the things about yourself that does not make you happy, so that the more you feel good about yourself, the more you feel like you're worth it, the more you are willing to be productive, the more you're actually willing to go after it. Because if you feel like you are worthless, if you don't have a good self-worth, if you don't place a good worth on yourself, you're just living life like that, everything is going to get sour. You're just going to get sour because you're always beating yourself up over things. You're always feeling like everything is your fault. A lot of things can come into play. You not feeling happy about yourself could make you depressed. So please work on that. Make sure that you give yourself this, just give yourself this priority. Work on yourself. Make yourself the kind of person you want to be, the kind of person you will be happy to be. Because if you're not happy to be yourself, or you are not happy about yourself, who's going to be happy about you? Who's going to be happy for you or about you? Who's going to be happy they have you in their lives? So if you do not have a good self-esteem, if you do not feel good about yourself, people will not feel like they're lucky to have you, because you don't feel like you're lucky to have yourself, to be yourself. Please, you are awesome, you're amazing. You have the power to shape yourself into whoever you want to be. You have the power to make yourself the best of yourself. So please do not spend your time wallowing in guilt, regrets of your past mistakes, fears. All those things keep you back. All those things keep holding you back. All those things, they mess with your mental health. They mess with your head. They mess with your mind. They do not allow you to get progress. They don't give you space to breathe. They just suffocate you, and they just keep suffocating you. So please, get out of that shell. Get out of that shell of self-pity, self-esteem, low self-esteem, and all those things that seem to pull you down. You are worth more than you think. So please, work on yourself. Work on your self-esteem. Work on your grief. Get over those things that hold you down psychologically. Work on them and be the best you can, because only then can the world be so grateful to have you. Stay safe thank you so much for watching this video. If you're still here, I'm so glad you stayed to the end. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. So let's meet on the next video. Bye bye.